Have you ever felt like the world was against you? Like the storms of life were too fierce to fly through? In the heart of New Orleans, a boy was born into a world of shadow and struggle. A world where dreams seemed a luxury he couldn't afford. This is the story of Tyler Perry, but more than that, it's a story about the unyielding power of the human spirit. His childhood was not one of fairy tales. It was a battlefield of poverty and pain, a constant storm that threatened to tear him apart. He once wrote, "I had a childhood that was filled with a lot of rage, a lot of anger, a lot of violence." He felt invisible, unheard, a voice lost in the thunder. Like an eaglet in a nest rocked by a tempest, he had to learn to find strength not in the calmness of the sky, but in the chaos of the storm itself. He carried these wounds into adulthood, grappling with depression and a sense of worthlessness. At 22, he channeled his pain into his first play, I Know I've Been Changed. He poured every dollar he had, every ounce of hope into this one production, and when the curtain rose, the theater was nearly empty. Failure. The show failed not once, but over and over again for 6 grueling years. He was homeless, sleeping in his car, questioning every choice. The darkness was overwhelming. It felt like the end. But what feels like the end is often just the beginning. In the heart of the tempest, a warrior was being forged. He had a choice. Let the storm break him, or learn to fly within it. What do you do when everything you've ever tried has failed? You try again. He refused to let his past define his future. A single piece of advice from Oprah Winfrey had planted a seed in his mind years earlier. Writing down his experiences could be therapeutic. That seed, watered by years of tears and turmoil, was about to break through the concrete of despair. The turning point wasn't a stroke of luck. It was a shift in mindset. He stopped waiting for Hollywood's approval and decided to create his own stage. He understood his audience because he was his audience. He knew the stories of pain, faith, and redemption that the mainstream ignored. He refined his play one more time, marketing it directly to the communities he knew would understand. And then it happened. One night, the theater wasn't empty. It was sold out. Night after night, lines wrapped around the block. The laughter, the tears, the applause. It was the sound of connection, of people seeing their own lives reflected on stage. He had found his wings. This was the rise. Like an eagle using the updraft of the storm to soar higher, Tyler used the force of his past struggles to lift him above the clouds. He didn't just stop at one play. He built an entire industry from the ground up, a media empire that spoke to and for the underserved. He wrote, directed, produced, and starred in his own work, maintaining complete creative control. He didn't just open the door. He built a whole new building. He built Tyler Perry Studios, one of the largest film production studios in the United States, on the grounds of a former Confederate Army base, a place of division and pain, transformed into a hub of creation and opportunity. That is the power of vision. The eagle was no longer fighting the storm. It was soaring above it, its vision clear, its path illuminated by the sun. From plays to blockbuster films, from hit television shows to a billion-dollar brand, his ascent was a testament to relentless grit and an unshakable faith in his own vision. So, what is the legacy of a man who built an empire from nothing? It's not just the box office numbers or the sprawling studio lot. It's the profound lesson that your worth is not determined by your circumstances. Tyler Perry's life teaches us that our deepest wounds can become our greatest strengths. He took his pain and turned it into art. He took rejection and turned it into an empire. He teaches us to see the eagle within ourselves, to have the vision to look beyond the horizon of our current problems, to have the courage to fly into the storm, knowing it's the very thing that can teach us to soar, and to have the faith to believe in the sun, even when we are surrounded by clouds. His story is a mirror. It asks us, what storms are you facing? What pain are you carrying? And most importantly, how can you use it to fuel your own rise? Don't wait for permission to be great. Define your own success. Build your own stage. Tell your own story. because within you is the power to rise above any storm and soar freely in the light. The sky is not the limit. It's just the beginning. Thank you for watching. If this story inspired you, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more content that empowers and uplifts. Until next time, keep flying.